Welcome back to Footnotes and Folly, and to King Henry VIII. I am Pemberton. This is part 4, the last, and the play turns from falls toward a crowning. First the pageantry, we watch, through two onlookers' eyes, the magnificent coronation of the new Queen and Bullen, and learn that the old Queen, Katharine, set aside and ailing, has withdrawn to Kimbolton to die. Hers is the tenderest scene in the play. Hearing even of Wolsey's death, she finds words of pity for her enemy, sees in a dream a company of bright spirits beckoning her to rest, and sends her husband a last message of forgiveness and love. Then one more peril and one more rescue. The scheming Bishop Gardiner moves to destroy Archbishop Cranmer, but the king, who loves him, slips Cranmer his own ring as a safeguard, and turns the council's malice to confusion. And so, with a roaring crowd at the gates, the play ends where history would have a Tudor audience cheer at the font, where the infant Princess Elizabeth is christened and Cranmer prophesies the long and golden reign to come. Let us finish it.
Two gentlemen meet one another in a street in Westminster. It is good to meet you again. And you as well. Have you come to stand here and watch the Lady Anne pass by after her coronation? That is exactly my business here. The last time we met, the Duke of Buckingham was coming from his trial. That is very true. That day brought sorrow, this one brings general joy. That is well. I am sure the citizens have shown their loyal hearts fully. Give them their rights. They are always eager to celebrate a day like this with shows, pageants, and honorable sights. Never more so, and I assure you, never with better acceptance, sir. May I be bold enough to ask what is in that paper in your hand? Yes. It is the list of those who claim their offices today by the custom of the coronation. The Duke of Suffolk is first, and claims to be High Steward. Next comes the Duke of Norfolk, who claims to be Earl Marshal. You may read the rest. I thank you, sir. If I had not already known those customs, I would have been obliged to your paper. But I beg you, what has become of Katharine, the Princess Dowager? How does her business stand? I can tell you that too. The Archbishop of Canterbury, accompanied by other learned and reverend fathers of his order, lately held a court at Dunstable, 6 miles from Ampthill, where the princess was staying. She was often summoned by them, but she did not appear. In short, because she failed to appear, and because of the king's recent scruple, by the full agreement of all those learned men, she was divorced, and the former marriage was declared to have no effect. Since then she has been removed to Kimbolton, where she now remains sick. Alas, good lady! The trumpets sound. Stand close. The Queen is coming. A lively flourish of trumpets is heard. The coronation procession passes in order and state. First 2 judges, then the Lord Chancellor with purse and mace before him, then choristers singing with music, then the Mayor of London bearing the mace, then Gardiner wearing his coat of arms and a gilt copper crown. Marquis Dorset follows, bearing a gold sceptre and wearing a demi-chorale of gold. With him comes the Earl of Surrey, bearing the silver rod with the dove, crowned with an earl's coronet, and wearing a collar of S's. Then comes the Duke of Suffolk in his robe of estate, his coronet on his head, bearing a long white wand as High Steward. With him comes the Duke of Norfolk, bearing the rod of marshalship, wearing a coronet and a collar of S's. A canopy is carried by 4 of the Cinque Ports. Beneath it walks the Queen in her robe, with her hair richly adorned with pearl crowned. On either side of her are the Bishops of London and Winchester. The old Duchess of Norfolk, wearing a gold chorale worked with flowers, bears the Queen's train. Certain ladies or countesses follow, wearing plain circlets of gold without flowers. The procession exits after passing across the stage, with a great flourish of trumpets. A royal train, believe me. I know these people. Who is that bearing the sceptre? Marquis Dorset, and that is the Earl of Surrey with the rod. A bold and splendid gentleman. That must be the Duke of Suffolk. It is the same man, High Steward. And that is my Lord of Norfolk? Yes. Heaven bless you. You have the sweetest face I ever looked on. Sir, as I have a soul, she is an angel. Our king holds all the Indies in his arms and more and richer treasure when he embraces that lady. I cannot blame his conscience. Those who bear the cloth of honor over her are 4 barons of the Cinque Ports. Those men are happy, and so are all who are near her. I take it that the woman carrying the train is that old noble lady, Duchess of Norfolk. It is, and all the rest are countesses. Their coronets show it. These are stars indeed, and sometimes falling ones. No more of that. The last of the procession exits. A 3rd gentleman enters. God save you, sir. Where have you been roasting in the press of people? Among the crowds in the abbey, where not even a finger could have been wedged in farther. I am stifled by the sheer heavy heat of their joy. You saw the ceremony? I did. How was it? Well worth seeing. Good sir, tell it to us. As well as I can. The rich stream of lords and ladies, after bringing the Queen to the place prepared in the choir, drew back some distance from her, while her Grace sat down to rest for about half an hour in a rich chair of state, freely showing the beauty of her person to the people. Believe me, sir, she is the most beautiful woman who ever lay beside a man. When the people had a full view of her, such a roar rose up as the ship's rigging makes at sea in a hard storm, as loud and with as many different sounds. Hats, cloaks, and doublets, I think, flew into the air, and if their faces had been loose, they would have lost them that day. I never saw such joy before. Women great with child, with less than half a week to go, pushed through the crowd like battering rams in old war, making those before them stagger and reel. No living man could have said, "This is my wife," there, for everyone was strangely woven together into one mass. But what followed? At last her grace rose, and with modest steps came to the altar, where she kneeled and, like a saint, lifted her fair eyes to heaven and prayed devoutly. Then she rose again and bowed to the people. By the Archbishop of Canterbury she received all the royal emblems that make a queen: holy oil, Edward Confessor's crown, the rod, the bird of peace, and all such signs, all nobly placed upon her. When that was done, the choir, with all the choicest music of the kingdom, sang Te Deum together. Then she departed, and with the same full state walked back again to York Place, where the feast is being held. Sir, you must no longer call it York Place. That is past. Since the Cardinal fell, that title has been lost. It is now the King's, and is called Whitehall. I know it, but the change is so recent that the old name is still fresh in my mind. Who were those two reverend bishops who walked on each side of the Queen? Stokesley and Gardiner. One is of Winchester, newly advanced from being the King's secretary. The other is London. He of Winchester is known to be no great friend to the Archbishop, the virtuous Cranmer. All the land knows that. Still, there is not yet any open breach. When it comes, Cranmer will find a friend who will not draw back from him. Who may that be, I pray you? Thomas Cromwell, a man held in high esteem by the King, and truly a worthy friend. The King has made him Master O.T.H. Jewel House, and already one of the Privy Council. He will deserve more. Yes, without any doubt. Come, gentlemen, you shall go my way, which is to the court, and there you shall be my guests. I have some power to command there. As I walk that way, I will tell you more. You may command us, sir. They exit. At Kimbolton, Katharine Dowager enters sick and weak, supported between Griffith, her gentleman usher, and Patience, her woman. How is your grace? Oh, Griffith, I am sick to death. My legs bend toward the earth like heavy branches, ready to give up the burden they carry. Bring me a chair. There. Now, I think I feel a little ease. Did you not tell me, Griffith, as you led me in, that the great child of honour, Cardinal Wolsey, was dead? Yes, madam, but I think your grace, because of the pain you were suffering, did not hear it. Please, good Griffith, tell me how he died. If he died well, he has gone before me happily, to give me an example. Well, so people say, madam. After the brave Earl Northumberland arrested him at York and brought him onward, as a man deeply accused, to answer for himself, he suddenly fell sick and grew so ill that he could not sit upon his mule. Alas, poor man! At last, travelling by gentle stages, he came to Leicester and lodged in the abbey, where the Reverend Abbot and all his convent received him honourably. To them he said these words: O Father Abbot, an old man, broken by the storms of state, has come to lay his weary bones among you. Give him a little earth for charity. Then he went to bed, where his sickness pursued him fiercely still. 3 nights after that, at about 8 o'clock, the hour he himself had foretold would be his last, full of repentance, continual meditation, tears and sorrow, he gave his honours back to the world, his blessed soul to heaven, and slept in peace. May he rest so. May his faults lie gently on him. Yet let me speak of him this much, Griffith, and still with charity. He was a man of boundless ambition, always ranking himself with princes, a man who, by manipulation, bound the whole kingdom to his will. Buying and selling church offices was fair play to him. His own opinion was his law. In the royal presence he would speak untruths, and was always double in both his words and his meaning. He was never merciful except where he meant to destroy. His promises as he was then were mighty, but his performance as he is now is nothing. In his private life he was diseased in conduct, and gave the clergy a bad example. Noble madam, men's evil manners are engraved in brass, their virtues we write in water. May it please your highness to hear me speak now of his good qualities? Yes, good Griffith. Otherwise I would be malicious. This cardinal, though he came from humble birth, was undoubtedly shaped for great honour. From his cradle he was a scholar, and a mature and excellent one, exceedingly wise, eloquent, and persuasive. He was proud and harsh to those who did not love him, but to those who sought his help, sweet as summer. And though he was never satisfied in acquiring wealth, which was a sin, yet in giving it away, madam, he was most princely. Let those 2 twin seats of learning he raised in you, Ipswich and Oxford, always bear witness for him. One fell with him, unwilling to outlive the good man who created it. The other, though unfinished, is already so famous, so excellent in learning, and still so rising, that all Christendom will forever speak of his virtue. His fall heaped happiness upon him, for then, and not until then, he understood himself and found the blessedness of being humble. And to add greater honours to his old age than any man could give him, he died fearing God. After my death I wish for no other herald, no other speaker of my living actions, to keep my honour from corruption, than an honest chronicler like Griffith. The man I hated most while he lived, you have made me, through your religious truth and modesty, honor now that he is ashes. Peace be with him. Patience, stay close to me and set me lower. I have not long to trouble you. Good Griffith, have the musicians play that sad tune I called my knell, while I sit meditating on the heavenly harmony to which I am going. Sad and solemn music plays. She is asleep. Good girl, let us sit down quietly, for fear we wake her. Softly, gentle Patience. A vision appears. 6 personages enter solemnly, one after another, dressed in white robes, wearing garlands of bay on their heads and golden masks on their faces, with branches of bay or palm in their hands. First they bow to Katharine, then dance. At certain changes in the dance, the first 2 hold a spare garland over her head, while the other 4 make reverent curtsies. Then the 2 holding the garland give it to the next 2, who follow the same order in their movements, and hold the garland over her head. After that, they give the garland to the last 2, who do the same. As if inspired, Katharine, still asleep, makes signs of joy and lifts her hands toward heaven. Dancing, the figures vanish, carrying the garland with them. The music continues. Spirits of peace, where are you? Are you all gone, leaving me behind here in misery? Madam, we are here. It is not you I am calling for. Did you see no one enter while I slept? No one, madam? No? Did you not just now see a blessed company invite me to a banquet, their bright faces casting 1,000 beams upon me like the sun? They promised me eternal happiness and brought me garlands, Griffith, which I feel I am not yet worthy to wear. But I shall be, surely. I am most joyful, madam, that such good dreams possess your imagination. Tell the music to stop. It sounds harsh and heavy to me. The music ceases. Do you notice how much her grace has suddenly changed? How drawn her face is. How pale she looks with the coldness of earth upon her. Look at her eyes. She is dying, girl. Pray, pray. Heaven comfort her. A messenger enters. If it please your grace. You are an insolent fellow. Do we deserve no more reverence than that? You are to blame. Knowing she will not part with her accustomed greatness, you behave so rudely. Come, kneel. I humbly beg your highness's pardon. My haste made me unmannerly. A gentleman sent from the king is waiting to see you. Let him come in, Griffith. But let me never see this fellow again. The messenger exits. Lord Caputius enters. If my sight does not fail me, you should be the Lord Ambassador from the Emperor, my royal nephew, and your name is Caputius. Madam, I am the same. Your servant. Oh, my lord, the times and titles are strangely altered with me since you first knew me. But I pray you, what is your business with me? Noble lady, first, I bring my own service to your grace. Next, the king's request that I visit you. He grieves greatly for your weakness, and through me sends you his princely greetings, earnestly asking you to take good comfort. Oh, my good lord, that comfort comes too late. It is like a pardon after execution. That gentle medicine, given in time, would have cured me, but now I am past all comforts here except prayers. How is his highness? Madam, in good health. May he always be so, and always flourish, when I shall be dwelling with worms and my poor name is banished from the kingdom. Patience, has that letter I had you write been sent away yet? No, madam. Patience gives the letter to Katharine. Sir, I most humbly pray you to deliver this to my lord the king. Most willingly, madam. In it I have commended to his goodness the image of our chaste love, his young daughter. May the dews of heaven fall thick in blessings on her. I beg him to give her a virtuous upbringing. She is young and of a noble, modest nature. I hope she will deserve well. I ask him also to love her a little for her mother's sake, who loved him, heaven knows how dearly. My next poor petition is that his noble grace would have some pity on my wretched women, who have followed both my fortunes so faithfully for so long. There is not one of them, I dare swear, and now I should not lie, who will not deserve, for virtue, true beauty of soul, honesty, and decent behavior, a very good husband. Let each husband be a noble man, and surely the men who have them will be happy. The last request is for my men. They are the poorest, but poverty could never draw them away from me. I ask that their wages be duly paid, and that they receive something more to remember me by. If heaven had been pleased to give me longer life and able means, we would not have parted in this way. These are all the contents of the letter. And good my lord, by what you love most dearly in this world, and as you wish Christian peace to departed souls, be a friend to these poor people, and urge the king to do me this last right. By heaven I will, or may I lose the very form of a man. I thank you, honest lord. Remember me in all humility to his highness. Tell him his long trouble is now passing out of this world. Tell him that in death I blessed him, for so I will. My eyes grow dim. Farewell, my lord. Griffith, farewell. No, Patience, you must not leave me yet. I must go to bed. Call in more women. When I am dead, good girl, let me be treated with honor. Strew me over with maiden flowers, so that all the world may know I was a chaste wife to my grave. Embalm me, then lay me out. Though I am no longer queen, bury me like a queen and the daughter of a king. I can say no more. They lead Katharine out. Gardiner, Bishop of Winchester, enters a palace gallery at night, with a page carrying a torch before him. Sir Thomas Lovell meets him. It is 1 o'clock, boy, is it not? It has struck. These hours should belong to necessity, not pleasure. They are times for restoring our bodies with comforting rest, not for us to waste. Good hour of the night, Sir Thomas. Where are you going so late? Have you come from the king, my lord? I have, Sir Thomas, and I left him playing primer with the Duke of Suffolk. I must go to him too before he goes to bed. I will take my leave. Not yet, Sir Thomas Lovell. What is the matter? You seem to be in haste. If there is no great offence in telling it, give your friend some hint of your late night business. Affairs that walk about at midnight, as they say spirits do, have a wilder nature in them than business that seeks dispatch by day. My lord, I love you, and I would dare trust your ear with a secret far weightier than this task. Queen is in labour. They say she is in great extremity, and they fear she will end her life with the labour. As for the fruit she carries, I pray heartily that it may come in good time and live, but as for the stalk, Sir Thomas, I wish it pulled up by the roots now. I think I could say amen to that, and yet my conscience says she is a good creature, and sweet lady deserves our better wishes. Sir, hear me, Sir Thomas. You are a gentleman of my own way of thinking. I know you are wise and religious, and let me tell you things will never be well, they will not, Sir Thomas Lovell, take it from me, until Cranmer, Cromwell, her 2 hands, and she herself are sleeping in their graves. Now, sir, you speak of 2 of the most noted men in the kingdom. As for Cromwell, besides being keeper of the jewel house, he has been made master of the rolls and the king's secretary. Further, sir, he stands in the open road to more promotions, with which the time will load him. The Archbishop is the king's hand and tongue, and who dares speak 1 syllable against him? Yes, Sir Thomas, there are men who dare, and I myself have ventured to speak my mind about him. Indeed, this very day, sir, I may tell you, I think, I have stirred up the lords of the council by saying that he is, for I know he is, and they know he is, a chief heretic, a plague that infects the land. Moved by this, they have dealt with the king, who has so far listened to our complaint that, out of his great grace and princely care, foreseeing the deadly mischiefs our reasons laid before him, he has commanded that tomorrow morning Cranmer be summoned before the council board. He is a rank weed, Sir Thomas, and we must root him out. I have kept you too long from your affairs. Good night, Sir Thomas. Many good nights, my lord. I remain your servant. Gardiner and the page leave. The king and Suffolk enter. Charles, I will play no more tonight. My mind is not on it. You are too strong for me. Sir, I never won from you before. Only a little, Charles, and you will not win even that when my attention is on my game. Now, Lovell, what news from the Queen? I could not personally deliver to her what you commanded me, but I sent your message through her woman, who returned her thanks with the greatest humility, and most heartily asked your highness to pray for her. What do you say? To pray for her? What, is she crying out? Her woman said so, and said that her suffering made almost every pang feel like death. Alas, good lady! God safely free her from her burden, and with gentle labour, to gladden your highness with an air. It is midnight, Charles. Go to bed, I pray you, and in your prayers remember the state of my poor queen. Leave me alone, for I must think about something to which company will not be friendly. I wish your highness a quiet night, and my good mistress will be remembered in my prayers. Charles, good night. Suffolk exits. Sir Anthony Denny enters. Well, sir, what follows? Sir, I have brought my lord the Archbishop, as you commanded me. Ha! Canterbury? Yes, my good lord. That is true. Where is he, Denny? He waits upon your highness's pleasure. Bring him to us. Denny exits. Aside. This concerns what the bishop spoke of. I have happily come here. Cranmer enters with Denny. Clear the gallery. Lovell seems to stay. Ha! I have spoken. Begone. What? Lovell and Denny exit. Aside. I am afraid. Why does he frown like this? This is his look of terror. All is not well. How now, my lord? You want to know why I sent for you. Cranmer kneels. It is my duty to attend your highness's pleasure. Please rise, my good and gracious lord of Canterbury. Come, you and I must walk a turn together. I have news to tell you. Come, give me your hand. Ah, my good lord, I grieve at what I say, and am truly sorry to repeat what follows. I have, most unwillingly, lately heard many grievous, I say grievous, complaints about you. After considering them, we in our council have decided that this morning you shall come before us. There, I know, you will not be able to clear yourself with such freedom that, until further trial of those charges which will require your answer, you must take patience to yourself and be well content to make your house our tower. Since you are one of our brotherhood, it is fitting that we proceed this way, or else no witness would come against you. Cranmer kneels. I humbly thank your highness, and I am very glad to seize this good occasion to be thoroughly sifted, so that my chaff and grain may fly apart. For I know no one stands under more slanderous tongues than I myself, poor man. Stand up, good Canterbury. Your truth and integrity are rooted in us, your friend. Give me your hand. Stand up. I pray you, let us walk. Now, by my holy oath, what manner of man are you? My lord, I expected you would have given me a petition asking that I should take some pains to bring you and your accusers together, and hear you without any further confinement. Most dreaded liege, the good I stand upon is my truth and honesty. If they fail, I and my enemies will triumph over my person, which I do not value if I am empty of those virtues. I fear nothing that can be said against me. Do you not know how your position stands in the world with the whole world? Your enemies are many and not minor. Their schemes must be of the same size. Justice and truth in a question do not always carry the verdict that is due to them. How easily might corrupt minds procure rogues just as corrupt to swear against you. Such things have been done. You are powerfully opposed, and with a malice just as great. Do you expect better luck, I mean with perjured witnesses, than your master had, whose minister you are, while he lived here upon this wicked earth? Come now, come now. You take up precipices, no dangerous leap, and court your own destruction. God and your majesty protect my innocence, or I fall into the trap laid for me. Be of good cheer. They shall prevail no more than we allow them to. Keep your comfort, and this morning be sure you appear before them. If, while charging you with matters, they happen to commit you, do not fail to use the best arguments against it, and with whatever force the occasion teaches you. If please bring you no remedy, deliver them this ring, and make your appeal to us before them. Look, the good man weeps. He is honest, on my honor. By God's blessed mother, I swear he is true-hearted, and there is no better soul in my kingdom. Go, and do as I have commanded you. Cranmer exits. He has choked his speech with his tears. Within. Come back. What do you mean? The old lady enters, with Lovell following her. I will not come back. The news I bring will make my boldness seem well-mannered. Now, good angels fly over your royal head and shade your person under their blessed wings. Now, by your looks I guess your message. Is the queen delivered? Say yes, and of a boy. Yes, yes, my liege, and of a lovely boy. May the God of heaven bless her both now and ever. It is a girl who promises boys hereafter. Sir, your queen desires your visit, and wants you to be acquainted with the stranger. She is as like you as one cherry is to another. Lovell. Sir? Give her 100 marks. I will go to the queen. The king exits. 100 marks? By this light I will have more. An ordinary groom might be paid like that. I will have more, or scold it out of him. Did I say for this that the girl was like him? I will have more, or else take it back. And now, while the matter is hot, I will bring it to the test. They exit. Cranmer, Archbishop of Canterbury, enters the lobby before the council chamber. I hope I am not too late, yet the gentleman sent to me from the council begged me to come with all haste. Are all the doors shut? What does this mean? Ho! Who is attending here? Surely you know me? A keeper enters. Yes, my lord, but even so I cannot help you. Why? Your grace must wait until you are called for. Dr. Butts enters. So. This is a piece of malice. I am glad I happened to come this way. The king shall know of it at once. Butts exits. It is Butts, the king's physician. As he passed, how earnestly he looked at me. I pray heaven he does not notice my disgrace. Certainly this has been arranged on purpose by some who hate me. God turn their hearts. I never sought their harm. They mean to put out my honor. Otherwise they would be ashamed to make me, a fellow counsellor, wait at the door among boys, grooms, and lackeys. But their pleasure must be obeyed, and I will wait with patience. The king and Butts appear at a window above. I will show your grace the strangest sight. What is it, Butts? I think your highness has seen this man for many a day. By God's body, where is he? There, my lord, the high promotion of his grace of Canterbury, who keeps his state at the door among pursuivants, pages, and footways. Ha! It is he indeed. Is this the honour they show one another? It is well there is one above them still. I had thought they had enough honesty among them, at least enough good manners, not to let a man of his rank, and so close to our favour, dance attendance on their lordships' pleasure, and at the door too, like a courier waiting with packets. By Holy Mary, Butts, there is knavery here. Let them alone, and draw the curtain close. We shall hear more presently. They exit. A council table is brought in with chairs and stools and set under the canopy of state. The Lord Chancellor enters and takes the upper seat on the left, leaving an empty chair above him for Canterbury's place. The Duke of Suffolk, Duke of Norfolk, Surrey, Lord Chamberlain, and Gardiner seat themselves in order on each side. Cromwell sits at the lower end as secretary. Speak to the business, Master Secretary. Why have we met in council? If it please your honours, the chief cause concerns his Grace of Canterbury. Has he been told of it? Yes. Who waits there? Outside, my noble lords? Yes. My lord Archbishop, he has been there half an hour, waiting to know your pleasure. Let him come in. Your grace may enter now. Cranmer approaches the council table. My good lord Archbishop, I am very sorry to sit here now and see that chair standing empty. But we are all men, frail by nature and subject to our flesh. Few are angels. Out of that frailty and lack of wisdom, you, who should best teach us, have misconducted yourself, and not a little, first toward the king, then toward his laws, by filling the whole realm, through your teaching and your chaplains, as we are informed, with new opinions, various and dangerous, which are heresies, and unless corrected, may prove deadly. And that correction must be sudden too, my noble lords. Men who tame wild horses do not stroke them in their hands to make them gentle. They stop their mouths with hard bits, and spur them until they obey the rein. If from softness and childish pity for one man's honour we let this contagious sickness spread, then farewell all medicine. And what follows then? Commotions, uproars, and a general infection of the whole state, as our neighbours in Upper Germany can dearly witness from recent days, still fresh and pitied in our memories. My good lords, throughout the whole course of my life in office until now I have laboured, and with no small study, so that my teaching and the strong exercise of my authority might go one way and safely, and my purpose was always to do good. There is no living man, I speak it with a single heart, my lords, who more detests, or more actively opposes, both in private conscience and in public office, the defacers of public peace than I do. I pray heaven the king may never find a heart in me with less allegiance than this. Men who feed on envy and crooked malice dare bite the best. I beg your lordships that, in this matter of justice, my accusers, whoever they are, may stand forth face to face and freely press their charges against me. No, my lord, that cannot be. You are a counsellor, and because of that no man dares accuse you. My lord, because we have business of greater importance, we will be brief with you. It is His Highness's pleasure, and our consent, that for better trial of you be committed from here to the Tower. There, being made a private man again, you shall learn that many dare accuse you boldly more, I fear, than you are prepared for. Ah, my good Lord of Winchester, I thank you. You are always my good friend. If your will passes, I shall find your lordship both judge and juror. You are so merciful. I see your aim. It is my undoing. Love and meekness, Lord, suit a churchman better than ambition. Win straying souls back with modesty, cast none away. As for clearing myself, lay all the weight you can upon my patience. I doubt that as little as I doubt how little conscience you have in doing daily wrongs. I could say more, but reverence for your calling makes me restrained. My lord, you are a sectary, that is the plain truth. Your painted gloss, to men who understand you, reveals only words and weakness. My lord of Winchester, by your good favour, you are a little too sharp. Men so noble, however faulty, should still find respect for what they have been. It is cruelty to load a falling man. Good master secretary, I beg your honour's pardon. Of all at this table, you may say that least. Why, my lord? Do I not know you as a favourer of this new sect? You are not sound. Not sound? Not sound, I say. I wish you were half so honest. Then men's prayers would seek you, not their fears. I shall remember this bold language. Do. Remember your bold life too. This is too much. For shame, my lords, forbear. I have done. And I. Then thus for you, my lord, it is agreed, I take it by all voices, that you shall immediately be carried to the Tower as a prisoner, and remain there until the king's further pleasure is made known to us. Are you all agreed, lords? We are. Is there no other way of mercy, my lords, but that I must go to the Tower? What other would you expect? You are strangely troublesome. Let some of the guard be ready there. The guard enters. For me? Must I go there like a traitor? Take him and see him safely lodged in the Tower. Stay, good my lords. I still have a little to say. Look there, my lords. By virtue of that ring, I take my cause out of the grip of cruel men and give it to a most noble judge, the king my master. This is the king's ring. It is no counterfeit. It is the true ring, by heaven. I told you all when we first set this dangerous stone rolling that it would fall upon ourselves. Do you think, my lords, the king will allow even the little finger of this man to be troubled? That is now too certain. How much more valuable is his life to him? I wish I were cleanly out of this. My mind warned me that, in seeking tales and accusations against this man, whose honesty only the devil and his disciples envy, you are blowing the fire that now burns you. Now take what comes. The king enters, frowning on them, and takes his seat. Dread sovereign, how deeply we are bound to heaven in daily thanks for giving us such a prince, not only good and wise, but most religious, one who, in all obedience, makes the church the chief aim of his honour, and to strengthen that holy duty out of dear respect, comes in his royal person to sit in judgment and hear the cause between her and this great offender. You are always good at sudden praises, Bishop of Winchester. But know this, I have not come to hear such flattery now, and in my presence it is too thin and bare to hide offences. You cannot reach me with it. You play the spaniel and think to win me by wagging your tongue, but whatever you take me for, I am sure you have a cruel and bloody nature. Good man, sit down. Now, let me see the proudest man here, the boldest among you, so much as wag his finger at you. By all that is holy, he had better starve than even once think this place does not belong to you. May it please your grace. No, sir, it does not please me. I thought I had men of some understanding and wisdom on my council, but I find none. Was it discretion, lords, to let this man, this good man, and few of you deserve that title, this honest man, wait like a lousy footboy at the chamber door? And one as great as you are? Why, what a shame this was! Did my commission command you to forget yourselves so far? I gave you power to try him as a counsellor, not as a groom. I see there are some among you who, more from malice than from integrity, would try him to the utmost if you had the means, but you shall never have those means while I live. Thus far, my most dread sovereign, may it please your grace to let my tongue excuse all. What was intended concerning his imprisonment, if there is faith in men, was meant rather for his trial and fair clearing before the world than out of malice, I am sure, at least in me. Well, well, my lords, respect him. Take him, and use him well, he is worthy of it. I will say this much for him. If a prince may be beholden to a subject, I am beholden to him for his love and service. Make no more ado about it, but all embrace him. Be friends for shame, my lords. My lord of Canterbury, I have a request you must not deny me. There is a fair young maid who still needs baptism. You must be her godfather and answer for her. The greatest monarch now alive might glory in such an honor. How can I deserve it, who am only your poor and humble subject? Come, come, my lord, you would spare your spoons. You shall have two noble partners with you, the old Duchess of Norfolk and Lady Marcus Dorset. Will these please you? Once more, my lord of Winchester, I command you, embrace and love this man. With a true heart and brotherly love I do it. And let heaven witness how dearly I hold this confirmation. Good man, those joyful tears show your true heart. I see the common saying about you is proved true. Do my lord of Canterbury a harsh turn, and he is your friend forever. Come, lords, we are wasting time. I long to have this young one made a Christian. As I have made you one, lords, remain one. So I grow stronger, and you gain more honor. They exit. There is noise and uproar inside the palace yard. Porter enters with his man, trying to hold back the crowd gathered for the christening. You will stop that noise soon enough, you rascals. Do you take the court for parish garden? You rude slaves, stop staring and gaping. Good Master Porter, I belong to the larder. Belong to the gallows and be hanged, you rogue. Is this a place to roar in? Bring me a dozen crab-tree staves and strong ones. These sticks are only switches against them. I will scratch their heads for them. Must you be seeing christenings? Do you expect ale and cakes here, you rude rascals? Please, sir, be patient. It is as impossible to scatter them, unless we sweep them from the door with cannons, as it is to make them sleep on May Day morning, which will never happen. We might as well push against St. Paul's as try to move them. How did they get in and be hanged? Alas, I do not know. How does the tide get in? With as much as one solid 4-foot cudgel could distribute, and you see the poor remains of it. I held nothing back, sir. You did nothing, sir. I am not Samson, nor Sir Guy, nor Colbrand to mow them down in front of me. But if I spared anyone who had a head to hit, young or old, man or woman, cuckold, maker, then let me never hope to see a chine of beef again, and I would not give that up for a cow, God save her. Do you hear me, Master Porter? I will be with you presently, good Master Puppy. Keep the door shut tight, sirrah. What would you have me do? What should you do but knock them down by the dozens? Is this more fields for them to muster in? Or has some strange Indian with a great tool come to court, that the women besiege us so? Bless me, what a swarm of lust is at the door. On my Christian conscience, this one christening will beget 1,000 more. Here will be father, godfather, and all together. Then the christening spoons will be the larger, sir. There is a fellow close to the door who must be a brazier, judging by his face, for in my conscience 20 dog days are now ruling in his nose. Everyone standing around him is under the equator. They need no other penance. I struck the fire Drake 3 times on the head, and 3 times his nose fired back at me. He stands there like a mortar piece, ready to blast us. Near him was a haberdasher's wife with little wit, who railed at me until her cap fell off her head for raising such a blaze in the state. I missed the fiery fellow once and hit that woman, who cried, "Clubs!" Then I saw from a distance some 40 cudgel carriers draw to her rescue, the pride of the Strand, where she was quartered. They attacked. I held my ground. At last they got me down to broomstaff work. I still defied them, when suddenly a file of boys behind them, like loose shot, let fly such a shower of pebbles that I had to pull my honor back inside and let them win the place. The devil was among them, I think, surely. These are the young men who thunder at a playhouse and fight over bitten apples. No audience but the tribulation of Tower Hill or the limbs of Limehouse, their dear brothers, could endure them. I have some of them in limbo petrum, and there they are likely to dance for these next 3 days, besides the running banquet of 2 beetles yet to come. The Lord Chamberlain enters and sees the crowd pressing in. Mercy on me, what a multitude is here! They are still increasing. They are coming from every direction, as if we were holding a fair here. Where are these porters, these lazy knaves? You have made a fine piece of work, fellows. There is a handsome rabble let in. Are all these your faithful friends from the suburbs? No doubt we shall have a great supply of room left for the ladies when they return from the christening. If it please your honor, we are only men, and whatever so many men may do without being torn to pieces, we have done. An army could not control them. As I live, if the king blames me for this, I will lay you all by the heels at once and clap heavy fines on your heads for neglect. You are lazy knaves, and here you lie drinking from bombards when you should be doing service. Listen, the trumpets sound. They have already come from the christening. Go break through the press and find a clear way out, so the procession can pass properly, or I will find a marshalsea that shall hold you at play these 2 months. Make way there for the princess. You great fellow, stand close up, or I will make your head ache. You in the camlet, get off the rail. Otherwise, I will peck you over the pales. They all go out, forcing a passage through the crowd. Trumpets sound. 2 aldermen enter, followed by the Lord Mayor, Gardiner, Cranmer, the Duke of Norfolk carrying his marshal's staff, the Duke of Suffolk, 2 noblemen carrying great standing bowls as christening gifts, and 4 noblemen carrying a canopy. Beneath it walks the Duchess of Norfolk, the godmother, carrying the richly dressed child in a mantle, with her train borne by a lady. Then come the Marchioness Dorset, the other godmother, and ladies. The whole procession passes once around the stage. Then Gardiner speaks. Heaven, out of your endless goodness, grant a prosperous, long, and forever happy life to the high and mighty Princess of England, Elizabeth. A flourish sounds. The king enters with his guard. Kneeling. And for your royal grace, and for the good queen, my noble companions, and I pray this, may every comfort and joy the heaven ever stored up in this gracious lady to make parents happy fall upon you hour by hour. Thank you, good Lord Archbishop. What is her name? Elizabeth. Stand up, my lord. The king kisses the child. With this kiss take my blessing. God protect you, into whose hand I give your life. Amen. My noble godparents, you have been too generous. I thank you heartily, and so will this lady when she has enough English to say it. Let me speak, sir, for heaven now commands me, and let no one think the words I say are flattery, for they will find them true. This royal infant, may heaven always move around her, even now in her cradle promises this land countless blessings, which time shall bring to full ripeness. She shall be, though few now living will survive to see that goodness, a model for all princes who live with her and for all who shall come after. Saba was never more eager for wisdom and fair virtue than this pure soul shall be. All princely graces that shape so mighty a being as this, together with all the virtues that attend the good, shall be doubled in her. Truth shall nurse her, holy and heavenly thoughts shall always counsel her. She shall be loved and feared. Her own people shall bless her, her enemies shall tremble like a field of beaten grain and hang their heads in sorrow. Goodness will grow with her. In her days every man shall eat in safety under his own vine the fruit he has planted, and sing cheerful songs of peace to all his neighbors. God shall be truly known, and those around her shall learn from her the perfect ways of honor, and by those ways claim their greatness, not by blood. Nor shall this peace die with her. As when the bird of wonder dies, the maiden phoenix, her ashes create another heir, as great in admiration as herself, so shall she leave her blessedness to one when heaven calls her from this cloud of darkness. From the sacred ashes of her honor he shall rise like a star, as great and famous she was, and stand fixed there. Peace, plenty, love, truth, and awe, which were servants to this chosen infant, shall then be his and grow to him like a vine. Wherever the bright sun of heaven shall shine, his honor and the greatness of his name shall reach and make new nations. He shall flourish, and like a mountain cedar stretch his branches over all the plains around him. Our children's children shall see this and bless heaven. You speak wonders. She shall become an aged princess for England's happiness. Many days shall see her, and yet no day shall pass without a deed to crown it. Would that I had known no more. But she must die, she must. The saints must have her. Yet as a virgin, a most unstained lily, she shall pass into the earth, and all the world shall mourn her. O Lord Archbishop, you have now made me a man. Before this happy child I never truly gained anything. This oracle of comfort has so delighted me that when I am in heaven, I shall wish to see what this child does, and praise my Maker. I thank you all. To you, my good Lord Mayor, and to you, good brethren, I am deeply indebted. I have received great honor from your presence, and you shall find me thankful. Lead the way, lords. You must all see the Queen, and she must thank you, otherwise she will be ill with longing to do it. Let no man think he has business at his house today, for all shall stay. This little one shall make it a holiday. They all exit. Epilogue enters. It is 10 to 1 that this play can never please everyone here. Some have come to relax and sleep through an act or two, but we fear our trumpets have startled them awake, so clearly they will say the play is worthless. Others came to hear the city harshly mocked, and to cry, "That is witty." But we have not done that either. So I fear that all the praise we can expect for this play at this time rests only in the merciful judgment of good women, since we have shown them such a woman. If they smile and say will do, I know that before long all the best men are ours, for it would be bad luck indeed if they held back when their ladies told them to clap. Epilogue exits.
And there King Henry VIII ends not in the ruin its first acts promised, but in triumph and prophecy. 3 great figures have fallen in their turn: Beckoning, Wolsey, and the noble Katharine, each meeting their end with more grace than the court that broke them, and yet the play chooses to close not on a grave, but on a cradle. Over the christened infant Elizabeth, Archbishop Cranmer foretells the peace, the plenty, and the glory of the reign that this Tudor audience knew had come to pass. The child at the font would be their own great queen. It is a pageant of fortune's wheel, and it ends on the upward turn. The epilogue then sets out, doubts the play has pleased everyone, and trusts the good women of the house to smile and bid their lords applaud. Thank you for sitting with the whole of King Henry VIII. Mind the footnotes, and beware the folly.